Hey guys, what's going on? This music's making me sound a little too epic. Yeah, okay, so yeah, weird shit is happening. I'm supposed to be in Hawaii right now, but I'm not. Instead, I am in my apartment, like alone in the dark, streaming to a bunch of weirdos. Uh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll explain that as we go. Anyway, let me go ahead and load in the game. God, I really miss this game. Also, I can't believe I'm not done with it yet. Yeah, so we're starting Route C today, guys. Okay, oh, everybody's here. So we have Rek, we have SARS. Well, I guess SARS is just up late. Scooberon's here. Welcome, Scooberon. Okay, Scooberon is asking. He knows he sounds like a boomer, but he doesn't care. What is that cat emoticon, which consists of 80% of the communication within this community? What does it mean? Oh, he's referring to the cringe cat? Yeah, so the basically, like just anything that's embarrassing, or just makes you feel cringe. Yeah, that's what the cat is there for. Screwburn says, so everyone is cringing all the time? A little bit. There is a lot of things about the world that are embarrassing. But yeah, a lot of times people just use the cringe cat because it's funny, and I don't know, I just like looking at it. Okay, let's go ahead and load in this game. God, I miss this music so damn much. Oops. Okay, sorry. So just so you guys know, the neck on the microphone I have is broken. So sometimes the mic will actually spin and it'll face the wrong direction. So that could cause my audio to do weird stuff. Okay, I think yeah, I haven't played this game since the beginning of September, so it's almost been an entire month. Oof. Okay, we're loading the game, starting at the beginning of Route C. Yeah, I'm not sure how far we'll get today. Okay, so go to the Forest of Myth. Wait, were we at the beginning of Route C, or are we in the middle of it? Well, chat, I guess we're gonna start by reading some fucking books. Hope you're ready. Oh, okay, so finally Scooberon is actually here for the beginning of the stories instead of the middle, so he's gonna be less confused, hopefully. Okay, let's go run our asses over there. Oh, Boxhead's here. Welcome, Boxhead. Sorry, I need to look at the screen here. Oh, that's very loud, big. Okay, Sazabi says, today is GBO days, isn't it? Well, today's Wednesday, so it wouldn't start until tomorrow, at least? But yeah, like, I think it is the first weekend of the month. Hey. Oh, here's a new scene?
Looks like he left the village.
There is new stuff in Route C, okay.
Yeah. You think he'll be able to find all the fragments? If he doesn't, these past 5 years will have all been for nothing. Now that we know the location of the original Gestalt, the Shadow Lord, we have to stop his rampage. I can't believe the Shadow Lord ran off and holed up like that.
Hey, Mr. Weasel, welcome to the chat.
I worry the shades who guard the key fragments will pose too much of a threat.
Okay, that doesn't match. That's fine.
Maybe so, but we're pretty much out of options at this point. You having second thoughts, sis? No. The plan is all that matters. We must see the plan to completion. He is simply a tool to that end.
Okay, so they were deliberately being very vague about it, but the scene is basically just saying, hey, like, they're actually using NieR to get the key fragments, but they're worried he might not be able to, like, do it successfully because these shades are very fucking powerful. Why are there a million billion shades out here? That is a lot. Oh god, they're all armored. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh, god. It's kind of funny how like the ones far away are the ones like charging at me instead of the ones that were like right next to me. Oh Jesus. Oh god, I miss this game so much. Yeah, I still need to make more progress in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite also. You can solve all your problems by running away, right, Chad? Okay, so I guess I should explain to you guys what the hell happened, like, with my Hawaii trip. So, yeah, Hawaii is a tiny island nation that, we took over, like, a little while back. Yeah, and I guess being an island, like, with a, you know, a certain population, they can't really handle diseases very well. So, they have very, very strict travel, policies.
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
Yeah, so to go to Hawaii, you either need to be completely, like, fully vaccinated for, I guess, the coof, or you need to get a certain type of, like, a coof test result. Yeah, you need a negative test in order to avoid the quarantine. If you don't meet those two things, when you get to Hawaii, you have to stay in quarantine for 10 days. And I misread the websites because, like, honestly, the websites were really shitty. So I scheduled the wrong type of test. So yeah, so basically I would land in Hawaii and then be taken prisoner for 10 days, and my trip is only 6 days. So I elected to, you know, go sign up for the correct type of test. Except that test takes about 72 hours to get your results. So I am still waiting for my results, and I ended up changing my flight. Like, I'm supposed to have landed in there. I was supposed to land in Hawaii like about right now, but instead I delayed my flight till tomorrow instead, to hopefully my results get here in time. By tomorrow, that means my test would have taken 48 hours to get the results. But hopefully it actually does turn around that fast. So yeah, that is a huge amount of fucking trouble. But, you know, like, I guess it's their home, they make up their rules, so whatever. Okay, Satanta says, so what you're saying is there is literally no point in going anywhere. Well, this Hawaii trip is supposed to be a family vacation, which we haven't really done since I was a child. So yeah, we figured we should do that because I don't know why, but my dad is on like bucket list mode, and he just, like, I don't know, he's never really had a positive vacation experience. So yeah, we wanted to do that for him. But yeah, the trip has very bad timing because I just closed on my new house, and I'm running around just scrambling to do house horseshit. And this trip is like right in the middle of that, so I'm in a lot of trouble like right now. But yeah, I think I have most things squared away, so hopefully I'm not taken prisoner when I land over there tomorrow night. Okay, Screw1 says, who needs Hawaii when you have internet weirdos to watch your stream? Yeah, like in theory I guess I could live stream in Hawaii too, but yeah, I guess I'm supposed to be over there like just standing on the beach, which is honestly very boring, or just stuffing my face with Hawaiian food, like just chilling with my family. I guess I would want to check out hot women, but I hear all of the women over there are like really big and tan, which is like the opposite of what I like, which, you know, it's okay if you're not my type, just but yeah, I'm just gonna stay over here, like, if that's alright. Anyway, let's talk to this strange old man. He's literally been sitting on this stump for like 80 hours. Like, yeah.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, you're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prey.
And why is that?
I just love how frustrated Vice sounds.
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Yeah, I think this is kind of trying to make a point about, you know, having traditions, but not really knowing the original reason why you have the tradition. Which is, you know, honestly, I think that's a really big problem in, you know, almost every society.
Weird.
Okay, was this the thing where we can talk to people again to hear their really weird stories? I'm not sure if I want to do that again. Okay, Satanta says, how dare you? I'm from the interweb. I'm not a pleb internet user. Yeah, Mr. Weasel says, postcards don't match reality, my friend. Yeah, I definitely do agree. Although, I would say I've literally never had a positive traveling experience. And, you know, you guys have heard enough of my stories. Almost everything is freaking nightmare fuel. And just, like, just heartache. Like, just everywhere I go. Yeah, like, I think the only thing I've ever really enjoyed is, the Natural Science Museum. Which one was it that I liked the most? It was probably the New York one. It might have been in Chicago. I can't really remember. I guess the Shed Aquarium in Chicago. That one's pretty badass. Okay, Satanta says the Lao girls were hot when he went to Hawaii, but then again, he went to a white boy party and had a shit ton of money to throw around. Oh, and wait, and he had a shit ton of money to throw around. Oh, okay, yeah, so he could hire the, like, the more expensive Lao girls. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I suppose my family has plenty of money to throw around, but we're not having that type of party. You know what I mean?
There's something strange happening with the Divine Tree.
Yes, I just heard about this.
It reminds me. I have a rather interesting story for you. Would you care to hear it?
Oh, shit. Alright, chat, we can actually do this thing now. I can actually run polls. Okay, should we read the extra stories? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a minute, like, to take this poll. Okay, Rec is voting yes, do it. Wow, the reaction time for these polls are very bad. But yeah, it should be available now. Yeah, so just click on the poll in the chat for whichever option you want. Remember, there's like 3 of these people, okay? And the stories are very weird. Okay, Screwbon says he was going to make a joke about my comment on Hawaiian women, but he doesn't want to be the one responsible for the inevitable demonetization of the stream. I mean, if the demonetization is inevitable, then it may as well be you, right, Screwbon? I mean, you're the one always, like, soliciting all these like anti-communist rants that I go on. Okay, Mr. Weasel says, let's see how many luau girls we are going to offend. Yeah, just wait until I get there and they recognize me. Hey, that's the asshole with the silky voice. He sucks. Yeah, let's poison his pineapple drink or something. Yeah, I have no idea what the culture is like over there, but I guess I'm supposed to be over there to figure it out. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and end the poll. It's the chat voted 57% yes, which is actually very close. But yeah, I guess we're gonna read these weird stories. Okay, this is your fault that you're slowing down the progress of this game. Okay, therefore, yeah, so there are 7 votes. I think the yes party won by literally 1 vote. So, you know, good job. So, Mr. Weasel says they'll probably threaten me with a good time. What is a good time to me? I mean, I guess while I was eating dinner, I was rewatching Violet Evergarden, so I guess to me a good time is just like bawling my eyes out or looking at cute girls or whatever. Ugh, yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo, aren't I, guys? Okay, Satanta says, I mean, the way they cooked the pig was so damn good. I'm not sure why they gave us poi for breakfast. Poi? Yeah, I've never had a Hawaiian roast pig before, but, you know, I'm Vietnamese. We actually roast pork all of the time. I remember for one of my birthdays, my mother bought an entire roast pig and brought it home, like just for my birthday. And my older sister invited her girlfriend at the time to my birthday party. This old girlfriend of hers she was the one with the borderline personality disorder, and yeah, so she was actually a vegetarian for a time. So when she saw this entire roast pig on our dinner table, she just burst out into tears and ran away. I'm like, girl, what you doing? You're crying over dinner? I mean, it tasted good, but I suppose it was a little traumatic to see an entire pig like there. But yeah, I don't know why people get so sensitive about their food, you know. Anyway, let's keep going with this story. As a pretense for... Okay, Satanta says poi is like vegetable fruit goop porridge. It's sort of sweet and sour. Huh. I have never had anything like that, Satanta. Usually I keep my fruits and vegetables separate. But yeah, if there's any of that available, I guess I should sample it. Yeah, I gotta be honest, chat. I am really tired of women who are like just really sensitive. You know, like you just gotta like walk on eggshells all the time around them. It fucking sucks. It's a lot of energy. You can't fucking tell the truth around them. Like, I just can't I just meet a woman who, like, I guess is a little bit of an asshole like me, and you know, can take a joke and doesn't have to cry every 3 seconds. In chat, please don't recommend that I date a man. I know you're all thinking it. Like, oh man, is this my chance to finally make my move on Zero? I've loved him all these years. He says he's tired of women. Maybe now's my chance. What's the matter, chat? You scared you might get your dick sucked? Furthermore, this is one hell of a story right here. Satanta says, look, just date a tomboy. I guess so. Yeah, are those hard to find? I guess you see a lot of those like in college or playing sports or whatever. Yeah, the only tomboy I know is my older sister, and she's a lesbian. Yeah. Okay, and that was the end of that. Vice says, such a fascinating tale. Are you being serious? Of course not. Oh man. Okay, let's never talk to that old man again. Alright, we gotta talk to the other villagers now. Sarah says, just become a college student again, just so I can be a predator? That sounds like a great idea, SARS. Sarah says, I'll turn you to a lesbian real quick. Yes, that I can't even begin to explain, but for some reason that's allowed somehow, where you can, you know, have a penis and be a lesbian nowadays for some reason. Like, Satanta says, why would you say something so evil? Hey, Rek asks, did I just hear you almost say Alabama Zero? No? So, Rek, if you're implying that I might date my older sister because she's a tomboy, first of all, no. And then, B, I actually have, like, a really instinctive fear of, like, incestual relations. And that's sort of why I'm a little... I actually kind of have, like, an aversion to dating Asian women, like, for that reason. Because, I don't know, I guess, like, Vietnamese people, we just get around, and I'm, like, related to everybody. So, I think I would prefer to not date an Asian woman just to avoid that problem. Like, if that's okay. Satanta says he felt his soul die again at the suggestion of going back to school. Yeah, well, SARS is a young man. He just got out of college and started his first job, so... Yeah, so for him going back to school is like... It's just like getting out of bed. Mr. Weasel says, just because they are thespians doesn't mean they don't like the D. Yeah, this is when definitions become meaningless. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why they have such a hard on for like dissolving all definitions and borders and boundaries. Screwbone is asking, how true is the Alabama incest stereotype? Well, you'd be better off asking Salty, because he's from Alabama, but the last time he and I talked about it, he says it's pretty much true. Like, it's not practiced by everybody, of course, but he says he knows somebody who's either dating or is married to their cousin. And yeah, like, those types of, like, stereotypes and memes, like, they generally have a grain of truth to them. But yeah, don't fuck your sister, chat. Hey. Okay, Satanta says, understandable. He never dated anyone when he stayed in North Carolina over the summers. When he was a kid, he felt like everyone was related to him. Oh, okay. Skirwan says, was Deliverance set in Alabama? God, I really wish I understood the punchline to that joke, Skirwan, but I've heard of Deliverance. I've just never seen it. Or read it, depending on what you're talking about.
The key to the Shadow Lord's castle? You're talking crazy talk.
Yeah, why would she know about the Shadow Lord?
Anyway, enough of your madness. Let's talk about my story.
You know what's weird, chat? Like, she sort of looks like my ex-fiance's old roommate. Yeah, so my ex-fiance and her roommate were both bipolar. And I'm not saying that to insult them, like, they're actually, like, diagnosed. That's how they became friends. Yeah, and, like, her old roommate, she was tricyclic, and one of her cycles was extreme violence and anger, like, holy crap, like, she was very mean and violent. Yeah, she once took a screwdriver and just, like, carved a gash through the apartment wall with it. And, you know, I gave my ex, like, I gave her an orchid flower, like, for her apartment. And when the two of them got into an argument, like, the roommate, like, grabbed my orchid and threw it across the room and, like, it died. Yeah, it didn't survive the throw. So, yeah. Mr. Weasel says, are bipolar people like magnets? Is that how they work? Well, that would be an excellent joke, because magnets are also bipolar. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to make that into, like, a more efficient punchline later. Yeah, that'd be a good physics joke. Satanta says, what the fuck? Wasn't she in a facility? Like, oh, why the fuck wasn't she in a facility? That does not sound like she was stable enough to be let loose in society. Well... I don't know, just mental health care in the United States is very poor, and for some reason there's a very big stigma against staying in a mental health facility. My ex actually worked in a mental health facility, and she actually recommends just everyone just go over there and just chill, like, when they're not feeling well. That's how she felt about it. but everyone else is like, I don't need anybody else's help. Like, I can just manage things on my own. So yeah, a lot of people are very resistant to doing that type of stuff. Okay, chat, you voted for this, so we're gonna read the stories. Oh, hey, Raga, welcome to the chat. Okay, on that very day... Well, this is a lady that was talking about her toast. Oh, boy. This is fascinating. Such good YouTube. Oh, Jesus. Come on, Yoko Taro, stop yanking our chains. And if you yank any harder, I'm gonna come. Sorry, chat, I'm disgusting. Oh my god, you little bastards. Man, I better start making up my own story. Satanta says, on that very day, the YouTube comment section began discussing the ramification of Gur's bottom teeth and the lack thereof. Huh, I guess... Yeah, I've never looked closely at Gur, but maybe she doesn't have bottom teeth. Okay, Mr. Weasel says that binary language is so thrilling. Sars, don't judge me. We all know, like, between the two of us, who's the most cringe. Ever after... Okay, NieR doesn't even have a response to that. Or Vice. Well, at least they were thorough? Quite. Oh, shit. Yeah, that sounded just like one of, our old, roommates' stories. Yeah, terrible. Oh, wait, that's the destination. I better not go pick that up. Okay, one more story, chat. This guy, This guy just looks like homeless Superman. Don't you think? Wait a second. Let me check something. Yeah, rolling is much more efficient than... You notice how everybody in this village, which is 3 people, like everybody's wearing glasses? Oh. Alright, let's talk to homeless Superman, see what his story is.
Unusual activity here? I don't think so. But I do have an incredible story for you. Want to hear it?
Oh, the chat said yes, so let's hear this thrilling story. Screwbron says he was watching a video about the hypothetical magnetic monopoles yesterday. Come on, Screwbron, what are you, a nerd? Yeah, yeah, people were theorizing that there might be magnetic monopoles, like, in Jupiter or something. Like, you might be able to find them there. And, crap, one of my physics professors, he was telling us a story of, how these physicists, set up a detector to detect monopoles. And the detector went off on Valentine's Day, and none of the scientists were in the lab to actually see the reading. So they're like, fuck, we can't do any more measurements because no one was there. And then he was, like, my professor was like, what the fuck were all these scientists doing not working on Valentine's Day? It's like they got dates or something? So, yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay, Rex says, hey, don't dock Superman like that. Well, he's Superman, what could I possibly do to him? Satanta says, this is the nerd village where they do nothing but read and talk about stories. Yeah, and then do, like, hypothetical versus things, like, who would win, you know, Superman versus the Hulk, or something like that. Yeah, Mr. Weasel says, that's Clark Kent, not Superman, but we still don't dox. Yeah, yeah, why would you dox anybody? That's horrific. You can't just, like, send, like, assholes to a person's house. Okay, Scribbon says, Dirac predicted that they exist. They being magnetic monopoles. Yeah, I forgot what the big deal about them was. You know, because, you know, every magnet that we have now, like, they're all magnetic dipoles. So, A monopole. What would that be able to do? That's like a magnet that's attracted to itself. Like, it can do that. What else can it do? Huh. I remember reading that it'd be very easy to, like, make energy out of those, but, like, I don't know how to harness them anymore. Okay, so Tanta says, look, I'm just saying, Heavy could probably take Zero and Salty at the same time, but Rob would probably get them all from the back. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, I would say between the four of us, Heavy might actually still be the best sniper. Like, his aim is fucking stupid. Like, it's so good. Look for Heavy's video where he uses the Zeong. Why did I say that so weird? The Zeong. Yeah, like, look for his video with the Zeong. And then, it was either the Super Gundam or the GPO-4. Yeah, look for his videos where he's using those suits. His aim is stupidly good. Yeah, and then Salty's a very, very good sniper too. I'm probably the worst. I probably have the worst aim between the four of us. And actually, I haven't seen Rob's videos in a very long time, so I'm not really sure like where his skill level's at right now. Yeah, I kind of just stopped watching his videos when he started posting, you know, other people's gameplay. And I'm like, yeah, that's not your gameplay anymore, Rob, so yeah, I guess I just won't look at it. Mr. Weasel is asking, isn't the magnetic monopole used to make digitized magnets to make unique shapes that's not possible with regular magnets? Well, the thing is, Mr. Weasel, I don't think it's possible for us to create a magnetic monopole right now. Because if we could make one right now, it would actually revolutionize physics and the way we do engineering. But we haven't made one yet. Because I'm pretty sure if we did, I would have heard about it. Scribbon says, it's outside of his level of knowledge, but he knows what breaks the symmetry of Maxwell equations is the fact that there are electric charges and no magnetic ones. Okay. Yeah, I guess the... Oh god, it's been a while since I took that class, but... Weren't the Maxwell equations, like, purely electric formulas? Like, they didn't have anything to do with magnetic fields? Oh man, that class was a really long time ago. I think I failed that class like 3 times, by the way. Not exaggerating, I failed it a bunch of times. I had to get an exception to take it that last time where I passed it. Okay, Scribbon continues. The divergent of electric field can be different to 0, Gauss's law, while for magnetic fields are always 0. 2 for magnetic and 2 for electric. Okay. Scribbon's just talking math now, and that's not my best subject. It was, however... Okay, I think this is the one guy who actually had a story. Meanwhile, my wife was... And the dismembered corpse had... Okay, so there's his wife and a dismembered corpse. The real culprit was... It was Scuberon. Oh boy, he just keeps going. They're really gonna make me click through all of this. Can you believe it? NieR says, this is quite the story. I wonder how it's gonna end. Vice says, I'm impressed. How much of the story has been hidden from us, yet you seem to grasp it. Yeah, but I still don't know how it's going to end. Oh, okay. Okay, so that actually had, like, hints of a story to it. Okay, Mr. Weasel says, eventually with all this science talk, one of us in the chat will make a homemade railgun that will beat the one shown in the Discord. I mean, that's not hard. I hear a bunch of people make, they make railguns in physics labs. And you can kind of just make one at home. Like, it doesn't take that much. I've never made one, but it seems fairly straightforward. You know, just don't hurt yourselves, please. Okay, here's the actual story.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Oh crap, my mic is spinning around again. Sorry, chat.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Yeah, I think when I was still in university, I was trying to make I was doing this experiment where I made an electromagnet, and I was trying to like increase or decrease the strength of the electromagnet, like in order to like change its ability to levitate objects. But yeah, like I guess the thing I was using to levitate the magnet, it wasn't very stable, so it just kept getting misaligned and falling off. So yeah, that was a very difficult experiment that I did. Yeah, it didn't work out too good. Okay, Satanta says, "Oh yeah, I forgot this is Ray Chase. Jesus, that man has been busy. I have never heard of Ray Chase before."
Is the dark entity that governs all memories.
The dark entity that governs all memories. Is it referring to the memory tree?
May the words form themselves to your liking.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Okay, here we go, boys. An actual story. Okay. Black, pure darkness, painted over everything. Words, scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapse into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. It seems that all of these memories are word-based. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings the boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. Well, she sounds like my type. She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him. but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so. But this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Okay, let's see what the chat's saying. Skirrun says he wanted to make a trebuchet as a teenager and smuggle it to a soccer game to throw rocks at the other team supporters, like in a medieval siege. It sounds like it could hurt a lot of people, Skirrun. Please don't do that. Satanta says he made a catapult in shop class. It ended as bad as you're probably imagining. Yeah. Skirrun says we do not have shop class here in Brazil. Why not? Don't you guys have most of the trees? Satanta says that might be more of a US school thing. He doesn't think Europeans have anything like shop either. Really? How do you guys learn how to make stuff? Or like, since you're Europeans and South Americans, you just kind of lay around not making things? Sorry, that was low. Okay, let's continue reading. Look at my memory. There's a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. Raga says, we don't have shop class in California. That doesn't surprise me for some reason. Skirrun says, he can't fix anything, he hires people. Yeah, I'm kind of a bitch too, Skirrun. I try to fix as much stuff as I can, but yeah, sometimes I just have to hire somebody. Danny says he's never heard of shop class. Yeah, it's a shop for woodworking and just practical hands-on stuff. I've actually never taken shop class. It was available at my high school, and I presume my college classes too, but I never took it. Yeah, but I don't know, I just learned how to make like a lot of horse shit like from my grandfather. Okay, let's continue this story. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream. She does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 63 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She's laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word: loss. Okay, Mr. Weasel says the only thing he learned in shop was the use of AutoCAD. They won't allow us to make anything that year because of some shenanigans. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, AutoCAD's pretty cool. I used it for like 3 seconds, but yeah, I really don't know how to use it properly. Boxhead says they have shop class in the UK, and he did take it. That's good to hear. Okay, at least one person here among us is not completely useless. Okay, SARS says we had a class for woodworking and metalworking. Okay, that's good to hear. Satanta says New York public schools used to have shop classes, but how do I say this without being kind of offensive? Fuck people were stealing the tools or just outright using the shops as chop shops. Okay, that really sucks. Yeah, it really sucks when there's a few people that take advantage of the community, and then like this is why we can't have nice things, essentially. Screwbon says the objective was not to hurt people with the trebuchet. He just wanted to do it because it was funny. Soccer stadiums were built like medieval castles with moats and multi-level fences. Well, wouldn't you say there is a level of humor in violence? Yeah, I'm just talking about Looney Tunes, but yeah, don't do that shit. Okay, Danny says he's in the UK also. Why do I have so many people in the UK watching my streams? But he never heard of anything called shop class. Yeah, maybe they just call it something different. Skillbron says 20 years since he last watched soccer, so he doesn't know how it is now. Yeah, well, if you guys still riot and stuff after your soccer games, maybe it's a good idea to have the stadiums built like castles. Satanta says only private schools with ties to contractors and such have shop classes now. Yeah, I remember, yeah, one of my favorite classes when I was at university was a gems and minerals class. And they actually let us cut and polish gems, like, after class. They had a shop, and, like, we made some gems in class, but my professor also... there was like a private gem cutting polishing lab in the basement that he let me use, and I made a bunch of gems and cabochons like in there. Yeah, one of my favorite classes. It was so much fun. I really want to try to cut and polish my own diamond one day. Yeah, maybe an artificial one because there's no real reason for them to be expensive. Yeah, and the only reason we could do that, like in the gems and minerals class, is because all of our machinery was donated by a guy. Like, he just had like a bunch of motors around, and he turned them into gem cutting and polishing like machines. Like, he made all of them. So that was the only reason I was able to do that. So yeah, I guess I either need to look into buying some of those machines, or I can make some. I mean, I have a belt grinder, and it actually has it has a thing that's kind of similar to a disc sander, and I guess I could convert that into something I can use to polish gems. But yeah, that was a hella fun class. Yeah, if I remember to do it, I'll post some pictures of some of the gems I cut into the Discord. So yeah, look out for that. Okay, let's continue the story. Okay, look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. Yeah, so I guess the tree, it can't collect new memories if there's no new life or no new stories or experiences. So it's kind of like the tree's like a memory bank, but it's like connected to a dead world. So it just can't do what it does anymore. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. NieR says, "Well, this place is gloomy as hell." The room NieR had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, NieR suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. Sorry, my brain is like collapsing right now. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As NieR stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Vice says, "Look there." A small, shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. My brain is not working anymore, chat. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. Vice says, this shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch toward NieR. Without a second thought, NieR brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Chat, I guess this is a new remix of this song? Huh. Yeah, like, it didn't used to have, an entire choir to it. This is cool. Look, thought the tree. There is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem. I implore. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? Okay, that would be blue. Vice says, it spoke. This shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? NieR brushed Vice's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to NieR. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against NieR, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Did it catch syphilis from NieR or something? Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out its entire body. Yeah, that definitely sounds like syphilis. It was emotion. Okay, that's what the kids call it nowadays. More than the entity had felt in centuries. Sorry guys, let me take this seriously. Okay. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone. 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains. But no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was the key. Oh boy. Okay. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. Is the tree about to Give birth? Huh. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? Okay, she had a lot of friends, 63. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, cried the book. Secure the key. The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. Vice, this world is falling apart. How can a world of letters... I implore. Most important thing. World. Which Yona is it? Let's pick the Yona with the big thigh gap. Yeah. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, NieR was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill it without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters.
I wonder why the villagers were worshipping the tree as divine. So it was a memory tree. I wonder what effect it had on the people around it. I guess what I'm guessing is when people interact with it, they might be able to just see or sense the memories, maybe the emotions that are stored inside, and that's why people are always hypnotized and entranced around it or something.
Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Okay, and I know a lot of people don't like this part of the game because, motherfuckers don't know how to read, but I think it might actually be one of my favorites. Just the story of the tree and how it's becoming alive and developing a soul. I just think that's just so fascinating to me. Oh yeah, that's just really cool. Where do we go next? Yeah, I really don't like the junk heap. Let's go talk to Popola.
Maybe Popola's found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Very well.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the live streams, but yeah, actually let me follow up on that thought in a second. Okay, Scubron says the optimization problem of deciding how to best cut a precious gem is very interesting. Is a very interesting computational problem. Yeah, I remember our class, it had a whole section in the book about how to do that. But generally it was just an exercise of try it and don't fuck up. And a lot of us did fuck up. Yeah, we had to yeah, so for the gem cutting lab, they did provide us some free raw materials, but others we had to buy. And yeah, I bought I really like cutting amethyst. That's purple quartz, and there's a whole bunch of other gems I used to do. Wait, why are you still wearing your A2 costume? I thought I changed you out of that. Okay, Scribbon says he decided to take a proper vacation in January instead of Hawaii. He'll turn off his cell, buy a lot of food, and practice extreme social distancing while playing video games. Yeah, that's definitely sounds pretty fun, Scribbon. Just fuck everything and just worry about you. Just let your hair down. And I guess, I don't know, bang a bunch of hookers or something. Just don't catch anything. Yeah, do you know which games you're going to be playing during that time? Oh shit. Are boars actually this furry? Yeah, actually, I don't like boars very much, so I don't really like know a lot about them. I just know they're very ugly and smelly. Do you see on the mini-map there's like 1,000 little dudes just chasing me? This is fucking ridiculous. Okay, let me get into the village and I'll follow up on that thought I was having. Okay, Raga says he's pretty sure boars are that furry. Okay. Screwin says he has the whole thing planned out. He'll mainly play Elden Ring and Monster Hunter Rise. You know what? I don't recall seeing the release date of Elden Ring announced. Maybe I missed that announcement trailer or video, so I gotta go look for that. So I guess if Skirron's playing, I assume it'll be available for PC. Is it gonna be on any other systems? Yeah, and Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy Rise, because I'm pretty sure Skirron does not play Lance. I think he plays Chargeblade. I think some of the other Chargeblade players were a little unhappy with it, but I don't know. I'm not sure who is happy with Rise. Like, I'm pretty sure the Longsword players are happy. I don't know who else. Oh. Okay, I think my family's meeting my aunt, like, over in Hawaii right now. Or they might be picking up their rental car. Okay, okay, so on the note of the memory tree and it, like, just becoming a new life form. So what I was gonna say was that one of my favorite movies is actually the movie Chappie. I believe it's actually available on Netflix right now, at least in the US. And Chappie is one of those movies where, like, you know, you remember seeing the trailers and commercials and stuff? And I remember thinking, hey, this looks interesting. But then I literally didn't hear anything about the movie after it released. Like, nobody talked about it for some reason. But yeah, like I guess a year or so ago, I actually had the chance to watch it myself, and I just freaking fell in love with it. It was so good. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I'm actually very interested in religion, and in kind of like an abstract way. Like, how do religions evolve? How does it affect our psychology? How did the creation happen, that type of stuff, and just like the whole mythology of it. Like, I find that stuff really interesting. How do religions evolve over time, and what is humankind's relationship with religion and being, that type of stuff. And so in Chappie, I guess spoilers. I do highly recommend you watch the movie instead of just listening to my description of it. But basically, Chappie takes place in South Africa, like just where all the crazy futuristic horseshit happens. And so so it's like near future, and they have a robotic police force, and they're all automated with their own, like, very basic, like, machine AI and that type of stuff. But the developer for these police robot AI, he makes a kind of like a different type of artificial intelligence where it's a learning computer. Like, it learns and like it learns and grows just like a person would. And so there's one of the police robots gets basically fatally damaged, and so he's not able to get his boss's approval to test the new AI he made. So what he does, he steals the damaged police robot and he puts the AI into that, and then I guess the robot, like, it's actually sentient, but it gets stolen by some gangsters, and so it ends up being raised as a gangbanger. Like, it's just, the movie is super fucking weird and hilarious and just really brilliant. It's kind of the reason I like it so much is you sort of see like the entire journey of man through it, but condensed into a short time, because Chappie, the damaged police robot, he's damaged. He's gonna since he's damaged, his nuclear battery is broken. He's gonna run out of power in a few days. So you see the entire journey of man, where he grows up, he learns like how to speak and interact with his parents. He learns about the world. He learns about like just death and cruelty, and then like towards the end of the movie, like Chappie finally, like, to use Jordan Peterson's phraseology, Chappie integrates his shadow. He learns how to use violence, like, in order to defend others. And so it's just it was just like, I don't know, it's hard to describe that movie to me, because to me it just, and just keep in mind I'm a very weird person, but watching the movie, it sort of felt like being in church and just witnessing being like this, just the whole story top to bottom. And just keep in mind, I've never been to church, like literally never. Like I've literally never heard a sermon before, but it felt like that. That's what the movie felt like. So yeah, and so the whole memory tree story of, like, the memory tree, just like, it's just a computer that collects memories, but just by doing that, it becomes sentient and it develops a soul. It just it really reminds me of the story in Chappie. And Chappie, it never really goes as far as like talking about souls or anything like that. I guess there's a little bit of dialogue about it, but yeah, they're not really heavy-handed about that stuff. But yeah, check out Chappie. It's excellent. I really like it. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue the game. Whew. Yeah, it's weird. Like, all the movies that I like, I never really find other people who have A, seen it, or B, can have a meaningful conversation about it. So yeah, I'm just gonna monologue about this movie to you guys, chat, if you don't mind here. Okay, Raga says he thinks they are that furry. Okay, referring to the boars. Scribbon says he hasn't watched any videos on Elden Ring because he wants to go in blind, but on Steam it's set for the 20th. Okay, that's good. I guess if it's on Steam, I might actually have a chance to play it too. I was worried it might be on PS5, and you know me, I can't get my hands on one of those. I guess I do have a lot of money left over from trying to save up for the house, so maybe I could use those funds for something. Scribbon explains he likes Charge Blade and Sword and Shield. You use Sword and Shield? Ah, gross. Yeah, I know Hawk's not here, or else he'll be complaining about Sword and Shield. But yeah, he uses Sword and Shield also. I think one of the other members on the Discord, Trash Burb, he was starting to learn Sword and Shield too. Scribbon says he's thinking about maining Gunlance. Okay. I don't know if SARS. No. SARS, I don't know if he has a Switch. He might get the game on PC, so yeah, you guys might actually Gunlance together, maybe. Danny says he watched Chappie a few years ago. Yeah, well, what did you think of it, Danny? Okay, I guess I better run up and go talk to the Popola. God, her name is so fun to say. It sounds like a really difficult name to say in bed, though. Oops. Did I accidentally reveal which NPC I have a crush on? Okay, I think this little boy right here, like that's actually the memory tree's soul, and this is like this is the branch.
It's a sculpted leaf.
This is the branch from the first half of the story. Oh, Sarah says he does have a Switch and Rise, but he hasn't gotten around to playing it much with everything going on. Yeah, like Sarah's just started his his first major job after university, so he's probably very busy with that. You know, or he's like just inundated slaying all those cougars, like something like that.
This is the first sane thing I have seen in this room.
It's a statue of a boy.
Huh. I wish I could see more detail on this, but... Yeah, like, so... In theory, that's a shade, but it looks very, very, very human.
Coppola certainly has some eccentric tastes.
Okay. Okay, Danny says he honestly can't remember much about the movie, but he remembers seeing it. Yeah, like that happens to a lot of people. They just watch movies and turn their brains off, so they can't remember anything. But yeah, I don't know why, but sometimes when I watch movies, like I just like kind of like the opposite thing happens to me, where my brain gets super activated, and I think even my emotions get super activated. So I'm just like incredibly into the movie I'm watching. But for some reason, when I try to show the movie to other people, they just don't really connect with it the same way that I do. And yeah, I don't know. I guess things like that happen. Like I distinctly remember that happening when I watched that Ghibli movie, Howl's Moving Castle. Like when I watched it by myself, I loved it. But when I showed it to other people, they were just bored out of their minds because like the pacing was really slow. And yeah, just keep in mind like when you guys watch Chappie, the beginning of the movie is very weird and oddly paced, because the gang members that steal Chappie, they are super weird and just out there. I think that they're actually like a rap group from South Africa. And so they're not necessarily actors, but yeah, they're in the movie and they play the gangsters in the movie. So yeah, they're just super weird, and they're rappers, so they just look gross. So yeah, that's yeah, just watch out for that. It's gonna be a very awkward start to the movie. Satanta says he had to explain that there are white people in South Africa to his grandmother as we were watching the movie with the family, so he doesn't remember much beyond explaining and arguing that. Yeah, it's because South Africa was... I forgot who colonized it. Crap, what was the other language that they speak there? It's like English and something else. I can't remember. Rex says... we should have a movie night in the Discord at some point. Yeah, I was definitely looking to set up a theater room where I can just live stream like whatever, and we can watch that together. But yeah, I need to find some time to test out that type of stuff. Yeah, I thought we would watch Chappie. We would watch one of my favorite Korean movies, Kundo. I wanted to stream The Vision of Escaflowne. That's my favorite mecha anime, and for some reason a lot of people haven't seen Escaflowne. What else would we watch? Yeah, I don't know. I guess after those three, like, you guys can just make requests, or I can just... Oh yeah, I have Robot Carnival, which I still haven't watched yet. But yeah, I guess since we're all like into mecha anime, except for Scubaron, we can check it out. Scubaron says if his brain turns off during a movie, he usually turns the movie off instead. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, usually if there's a movie like that I have on, I'm usually just multitasking instead. Which in the Discord earlier, I threw into the general chat. I was talking about that Starship Troopers movie, the CGI one called The Traitor of Mars. And that's what I was planning to do. I just wanted some background noise, and I just put that on, like, just to multitask with something. But I ended up really liking the movie, so that surprised me, because I almost never like CGI movies. Like, maybe just the last few I've been watching have been complete trash, because a lot of them were like Capcom related. But yeah, I ended up really liking that one. Hawk says what they speak in South Africa is likely French. Okay. Okay, Scubaron says he prefers podcasts and streamed for white noise. I guess I used to do that sometimes, but I kind of feel bad because people are trying to discuss things, so I kind of want to be able to pay attention to what they're saying.
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key, Popola?
Danny says he liked the original Starship Troopers as a kid. Well, if you liked that movie, I think you would really enjoy Traitor of Mars as well, because it actually stays pretty true like to that movie. And Rico's the main character again. He's just like 20 years older or something. Yeah, so he's the main character of that movie. So I think you would like it. Yeah, Traitor of Mars feels like a very natural progression from the original movie.
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch Sargon of Akkad's analysis of Starship Troopers. It's very good and very well read, I feel. Even though I haven't read the book or watched the movie in a long time. Raga says he hears Sargon talk about Starship Troopers a lot. Yes, he does. Yeah, service guarantees citizenship. Yeah, so I do recommend you watch his analysis of Starship Troopers. It's it's very detailed, very moving, and he just like Sargon, like he's extremely talented at doing analysis for media, but you know he like his career seems to be oriented with politics instead of media. But yeah, like he's very talented at both. So yeah, I'm a really big fan of his work. Even though yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of people dislike him because maybe just for political reasons. But yeah, check out that CGI movie. I think you guys would like it. Okay, Screwbron says he likes Sargon, but he seldom listens to him nowadays. Yeah, he's busy with his new company. Yeah, I started watching like his new company's called the Lotus Eaters, and I tend to watch them for news instead of any other sources. Like I used to watch a lot of Tim Pool, but yeah, Tim's getting on my nerves. He takes 20 minutes to say like a 3-minute thing, and he just repeats himself over and over. It's really grating. And then like this all the clickbait titles, and like I just feel a lot of times they just don't have meaningful conversations. Like it's very annoying. But Sargon's work, it's very concise. Yeah, like Sargon's very concise. He doesn't want to waste anyone's time. So I really appreciate his content a lot more. Okay, guys, yeah, I know Tim's got his issues. Yeah, he's just there to make money, and he is making a fuck ton of money. But at least he's willing to say some things that other people aren't. But I don't know, like he's just all words. Yeah, all words, almost no action.
You remember the Eyrie, right?
That depressing shell of a village?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like. I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
Okay, from the office of the chief of the Eyrie to Popola. My greetings to you in your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shut itself away from the world for far too many years, and we have therefore decided... Sorry, my dinner's come back up. And we have therefore decided it is time to change our ways. When does that ever happen? I guess the mayor might have gotten a Democrat girlfriend or something. As part of this endeavor, we have resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing a great many customers visit from all over the world. With regards to the sacrifice keyword you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind the term. You are more than welcome to speak with him on the matter as part of your visit to the area. I hope to hear from you again soon.
Sacrifice? Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
The area has been shut off from the world for years. And now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural and dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
You know, I just realized it's very rare for, like, in an RPG where the main characters run into a situation and it's like, wow, this is way over our fucking heads. We should leave. I almost never see that. It's always, like NieR here, he's all gung-ho, like, I don't care if it's dangerous, I'll just run in there and kill the thing.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
Yes, ma'am. Let me ask you this, chat. Actually, I'll make a poll. Okay, let's type this out. I can't type this out without laughing. Okay. Oh god. YouTube's gonna fucking shut down my channel for abusing the poll like powers. Okay, I'll leave this poll up for a few minutes. Okay.
The area, huh? Alright, let's go see the chief.
What a soul-crushing place.
Okay, actually, let me... Oh, that's not the right thing. Okay, I guess all my healing items are up on... yeah. Okay, Screwbone says, Tim is like that UFC guy with the podcast. I think he means Joe Rogan. They have very little to add, but they are not commies and they are normie adjacent, which nowadays is the most you can expect. Yeah, I mean, people call those guys Nazis all the time when they're basically liberals. They just are willing to speak with everyone, which I guess that makes you a Nazi. So, yeah, like, if I ever watch Joe Rogan, it's not for him. Like, I guess his stand-up comedy is okay. Like, he literally has zero understanding of the men's rights movement. But, yeah, his stand-up comedy is okay. Like, it's got highs and lows. Like, I don't really feel much for Joe Rogan's views on things because he tends to flip-flop just depending on what guest he has on. Like, if I ever watch Joe, it's for his guests. And a lot of them just seem really boring, so I'm just not really watching a lot of Joe stuff. Like, if I ever watch Tim, it's just to keep up with recent news. I don't really respect his opinion much. I just kind of want to see what's happening from, I guess, from his mostly center point of view. Okay, oh yeah, what was the other thing I was going to check? Thanks. Okay, I was just checking, do I have 100% of the weapons? And I actually do, so wonderful. Great. Great. Okay, I guess it's time to end the poll. Let's see what the results are. Okay, is it not going to display the final results? Anyway, I think we got 86% yes. The chat would let Popola be their mama for the night. Okay, there are the results. Okay, we had 7 votes again. Okay. What is 14% of 7? It's probably 1. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, so 14% of 7 is 1. Who answered no? You're out. Yeah, you're no longer welcome in this live chat. Yeah, get out of here. You and your shitty opinion. I'm just kidding, chat. Like, you're allowed to disagree with us. Like, it's fine. What, it will look like a Democrat? Shit. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I forgot to tell this joke earlier about Hawaii. So so you know how I like so if you don't have your negative COVID test result before you fly to Hawaii, they'd make you quarantine for 10 days. So here's the thing. Even if you take your test before your flight, if you don't get your results on time before your flight, like even if you receive your results while you're quarantining and they're negative, they say you have to keep quarantining even though they literally know you're not sick. So it's like you would keep a person in prison even though you know they did nothing wrong? Like, what are you, Kamala Harris? Yeah. Anyway, I think I butchered that delivery, but yeah, it's kind of the same sentiment, you know what I mean. Okay, Danny says he'd also let Devila be his aunt at the same time. I guess a lot of people are into the twins thing. Okay, Satanta says Zero may be kidding, but he thinks you should watch My Back. Smile. Okay, we'll see about that. Okay, I was going to the Airy. Okay.
I cannot fathom that village setting up a mercantile. They must have truly opened their minds.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
Home? This place is a shithole.
Don't be so nervous, Kaine. We'll protect you.
I got me taken care of. Worry about protecting yourself.
Jesus, she's very prickly today. Chat, do you guys remember that that meme I posted in the Discord about Kaine? Like the trade offer meme? Where she was saying like I receive your dick and you receive her dick. That one just made me laugh for some reason. It's very inappropriate. But yeah, that one was pretty funny to me. Oh, I'm actually kind of hurt right now. Jesus Christ, Kaine. Wait, what? Oh shit, I took the wrong item. Damn. Wow, these things run really fast. Chat, does the L3 button do anything in this game? I don't remember. Oh, I guess not. Yeah. I don't know why, I just never thought about it.
The village. It's home to so many terrible little memories. Isn't it, guy?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
This is the first time in a while I've written in my diary. I was reading my older entries and just couldn't help myself.
We do not desire.
We do not desire needless conflict.
If we can continue to live with humans, then we can continue to live peacefully.
But that young man will come.
Yes, the young man will come.
He will kill us all, women and children included.
What should we do? What can we do?
It's kind of too bad they don't do anything more with this area. Yeah, it's just used for the Kaine fight, and then the first fight with Hook. Ugh. I'm also kind of sad the bats disappear from here. Broken pottery. I don't know why, but I've literally never looked left before. Like, what? I guess they have more storehouses on the left side. God, I really need to do a video about the architecture, like, in here. Yeah, I wanted to do some videos about the artistic design and the architecture of like the area and also facade. Like, it's just really interesting to me. Wait, did I save over there? I think I did. Okay, it's okay. We're on normal mode, so we'll just probably breeze through this. Oh yeah, let's change our weapon. Okay, what's a weapon that looks cool? Go back to my iron pipe, like it's New York. That is literally a dragon. Ooh, Phoenix dagger looks nice. What the fuck? Hey. Hey. Oh yeah, let's use a big ass sword. Let's use this one. Yeah. Okay, Satanta says, I mean, it's Kaine. As a man of culture, you just gotta accept some losses and go with your wins. And his chat is finally back. I mean, yeah, I mean, where is Kaine? Kaine? Oh shit, I guess she's not here in town. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, for a lady with a penis, like, Kaine's probably like the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, I guess like, if somebody's that pretty, like, you shouldn't mind the penis. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like that. Okay, we need to go to the mayor, which is that thing right there. Oh, okay. Make sure I don't fall. God, camera, stop fucking around. Okay. Go up one more? Yeah, this one. I think I just ran past this one earlier for no reason. Satanta, maybe your chat bugged out because Susan was carefully watching your comments. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you talk about chicks with dicks, like on YouTube nowadays. Yeah, you're only allowed to say positive things, right? Are you even allowed to say chicks with dicks anymore? I'm pretty sure that phrase only exists because it rhymes. Yeah, it is pretty horrible. Oh, there's a shiny. We should probably go get the shiny, right, chat? That's some gold.
Stay away! Get back!
Okay, I was gonna do that anyway.
What will become of this village?
Well, if I know the rest of the story for this game, you're probably all gonna die. Okay, Mr. Weasel says they're called Dixie chicks. Get your terms right, lol. Yeah, man, I'm just an old man. I can't keep up with all this language evolution. Well, it's kind of not right to call it evolution. It's artificial. I'm pretty sure it's forced.
Shut up! Shut up!
No, you shut up. You shut up, chat.
If you're not ashamed, then prove it!
Well, you want me to take a negative shade test too, just like Hawaii?
There's no point in living anymore.
Oh, okay. Is this guy voice acted by Scooberon? We found another nihilist scoop wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's finish up this little, like, main story quest thing. Wait, was I supposed to talk to the mirror, or...?
Hello? We're here from Popola's village.
Wait, Popola's the mayor? I thought she and Devila kind of like co-owned the village or something.
It's all over.
I am not a cyberbully, Scoomeron.
We came to ask about the letter you sent.
Our days are numbered. Our village is doomed.
As cheerful as ever, it seems.
You're the one who wrote the letter, right?
I don't know about any letter.
What is going on here?
It may be faster for us to take our inquiries elsewhere. Let us ask around.
Oops. Sorry, Vice, I didn't mean to cut you off there. That was totally a bad thumb reflex right there. Okay, I guess we gotta go over there. I have an idea, let's run. Yeah, as harsh as it sounds, like I actually really like the town music here for the area. It's just really eerie. Like you can just hear the anxiety, like yeah, like you can kind of really feel like just get into the psychology of the villagers here. It's just like intense fear and anxiety like all the time. Like you're dangling off a bridge, right? Let's be honest, Mayor Dude. Your village sucks and what's happening couldn't have happened to better people. Yeah. Oh, what do you sell?
Welcome. We've got some new items in stock today.
Oh, she's got some pumpkins. Literally. Do I need any? I guess I can buy some.
Come back soon, alright?
Okay.
Make sure you stock up on necessities before heading out to hunt.
How do these people get meat exactly? Like, do they just eat like the eagles that fly through the canyon, like, and fry them up like chicken?
Come back anytime.
God, imagine being an eagle farmer or something. That would be really difficult.
Why not fill your garden with flowers?
God, I kind of want to just look that up now. Like, what's it like to be an eagle breeder? Well, that sounds like you gotta deal with a lot of sharp claws, like all the time. Just throwing all these fish into the blender.
Grow some real buttes.
Okay, this was the weapons guy who had no weapons. It would have been cool if like they actually gave this guy like an exclusive weapon you could buy before he gets like, you know, genocided.
Thanks.
Satanta says, I mean, they have boars and sheep outside the village. Yeah, that's true. But there's just not really any signs of people leaving the village. I guess Grandma and Kaine, they kind of lived on the outskirts over there. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, also we don't know what's on the other end of this place. Yeah, so this is another storehouse. Yeah, it kind of got broken off because of our fight with Hook. Yeah, Hook fell onto that pillar right there. You see how it's broken off at the middle? Yeah, so that bridge right there, whoops, used to connect the warehouse over to this platform where Hook fell. Huh, could you actually go over there? Huh, okay, we'll figure out. Maybe on the PC version you can like, you can just hack your way through and just fly over there and see if you can go. Anyway, let's continue the story.
A letter, huh? Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
So, you know about the letter?
Oh yeah, and I guess over in NieR's village, there's a guy that raises pigs, so they probably, like, you know, have access to pork.
Maybe I don't. I'm not sure.
I mean, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, little boy. Satanta says, and they never repaired the bridge in the... How long was the time skip? The time skip was 5 years. Yeah, I guess they never did fix it. Like, how long would it take you, chat, to repair that bridge? I know it would take me longer than 5 years. Like, I think how they do it nowadays is, like, they have a rope and they have to, like, shoot it over to the other side using a rocket or something, and then just start like that. That sounds horrible. I'm not even sure how you would do it here, like, without that technology. I should look into that.
Which is it, man?
Oh, yeah, here... Okay, guys, here's a completely, really weird tangent, and I'm really sorry about how weird this is gonna be, but I just gotta ask you guys, because, you know, most of the chat is international. So, here's something my, my weird, like, nutty, like, hippie sister was asking me. Like, she's the one from that lives in California now, so she was trying to convince me to take these deworming pills, claiming that, you know, you gotta deworm yourself from, like, intestinal parasites once in a while, and that it's normal for people to do this all around the world, but we don't really do it here in America, because Americans assume that their food is clean, even when it's really not. So, you know, I just wanted to ask you guys, like, is that actually a thing overseas? Because she says, like, you would take these deworming pills and you'd, you know, go to the bathroom with your bowel movement and you'd see a bunch of worms in there because the pills have dewormed you. And my very, very first thought is, how do you know the worms are from your intestines and not from the pills? You know? It's like, so, like, she's, like, trying to get me this deworming kit, and I'm like, is that true? Or are they just stealing hundreds and hundreds of dollars from you and just thinking you're helping your health? Yeah, I'm not sure about it. But yeah, if there's anybody from, you know, not America that knows about deworming, just let us know. Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't know shit about that.
Oh, and if I may ask, are you friends of Kaine?
You could say that.
Satanta says, does she mean, like, tapeworms and shit? Like, I guess. Rex says, it sounds more like a reworming pill. Danny says he'd give the deworming pills to his cats. No, Danny, we're talking about people. Like, do you, like, overseas, do you deworm people? Mr. Weasel says, oh lord, selling worm eggs as a dewormer. You kind of wish he thought of that. Well, I heard of a case a few years ago where, this mother, like, gave, her daughter, like, a pill, and it had, like, tapeworm eggs in it, and it caused her daughter to lose a lot of weight. But she did have tapeworms. So I suppose if she did that, it's technically possible to buy worms. But don't do that. It just sounds extremely unethical and a little bit evil. But yeah, I suppose there may be a market for that if you guys want to do that.
I've heard the rumors. Here to hunt shades, are you?
Yeah, to lose weight, I recommend people just, you know, diet and exercise properly. Yeah, stop eating like an asshole.
Indeed, our aim is to defeat every last one.
Every last one?
Man, this lady with the no pants is very distracting.
Everyone.
Okay, Rex says, don't take those pills, Zero. I wasn't going to. Oh, shit.
Beware, this man is a shade.
Ah! You little shit.
It's a trap. I figured as much.
Boom, bitch. That guy's just getting shot to death.
Keep your gut.
You guys sure are taking your goddamn time.
1,000 apologies.
Oh,
We
God.
were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Are you actually gonna attack me?
Want some help?
Jesus Christ, Emil.
Carnival of murder. I love it.
Oh, shit. Come on, fight me, bitch. No, he's dead.
Kaine, the villagers are possessed.
but not all of them. Some are still human, so be careful.
Okay, let me pause so I can read what you guys said. Scribbon says he takes one every few years, but it's not a cultural here. He do it because his dogs sleep on the feet of his bed. That said, you see no worms on your shit. And it sounds like she was giving you bullshit. Okay. So Scribbon does take one every few years? Yeah, I don't know. I guess so far, not a lot of people are hearing good evidence for trying to take it. Satana says I mean, your sister is sort of wrong and right. There are medications for deworming, but you mostly only see it for kids if there's an outbreak or the victim is suffering from abdominal problems. Yeah, I mean, there is that one medicine that everyone's been sort of talking about in the news. I'm not gonna say it because I'm pretty sure Susan is gonna like auto demonetize my channel or something. But yeah, that's been in the news lately. And I'm definitely not talking about that medicine. It's something else. But yeah, those types of medicines, they do exist. Oh, like, I got a new word. Magic power plus 30%. Yeah, I'll fucking take that. Let's put that shit on right now. Chat, I completely forgot that there's magic in this game. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's go. Magic power 30. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay, where's the other one I use? Phantasm. The Dark Hand. Yeah, let's power that up. The Dark Lance. Okay, which one do I have on right now? Oh shit. Yeah, maybe it could help you more if you just shut up. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the power on my fucking... Oh shit. Oh. This guy, yeah. This spell is so useful. There we go. Okay, Scribbon says his deworming pills are... It's a prescription from a doctor. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Okay, so Scribbon's saying he takes these pills because his dogs sleep at the feet of his bed. I mean, I guess, yeah, like, dogs get worms all the time. I mean, my old dog, Oppie, he had heartworms. And, you know, he basically had to take an anti-heartworm medicine. Oh yeah, that was really hard on him. But yeah, I guess, I mean, if they have, like, worm medicine for dogs, they should have those for people, right? Okay, Satana says, I mean, you will know if you have worms inside of you. They are not fucking subtle. Shit hurts. You lose a shit ton of weight, and you look or feel bloated. Yeah, maybe. I guess, I would Google it, but I'm just worried about seeing some shit that I can't unsee, if you know what I mean. Oh, I need to update this. MP cost. There we go. There we go. I wonder why that spell is costing so much. Wow, woman, would you stop standing around being useless?
I blame you for all of this.
Okay, well, why don't you try winning the sword fight first before you start blaming people?
It's all over. This village's history.
Okay, Scribbon, responding to Satanta, says, those are extreme cases. You can have worms and not feel much. Yeah, like, I mean, you can have parasites and not know you have them. Like, that happens, like, a lot, I feel. There's Kaine. Okay, and yes, you are. We already talked about sword clashing last time.
Get out of here!
I like how everyone is fighting, like, in high heels.
Kaine, what's going on?
Don't be fooled by this lady. She's a shade.
Hey, Satanta says, after the whole bloatfly thing that happened to his old boss, nothing can really bother him. Wow, I don't know what bloatfly is, but I can imagine it sounds pretty gross and not good.
You people are the monsters here!
Stay back,
Really?
kid. Your sister is one of them now.
Am I really gonna take that criticism from a guy who doesn't have real shoes?
She's my sister, and I love her.
She's your sister. Ouch. Damn, right in the hubers. Okay, Satanta says, do not look it up if you have a weak stomach. Well, that's definitely me. Like, why do you guys think I'm not a doctor? I'm very squeamish. Hurry, bitch. Why have you done this? We just wanted to live our lives in peace. She's already dead, buddy. Monster, you possessed monster. Whoa. It is you who have lost your humanity. You are the true monsters. Holy crap, there's a lot of assholes here.
What madness. These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
You are the cursed ones. You're the ones who should die.
Kill them! Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop this! We're trying to save you from the shades! Please, you have to stop!
Villagers are under attack over there.
Put down that weapon, please! I beg of you!
Lady, did you really just ask a Texan to put down his weapon? No. I'm gonna die with it in my hands. I guess I...
Damn it, Kaine! You gotta get up!
Hey, I can't pick up this item if your fat ass is in the way, woman.
Emil, watch Kaine! I'll go clean up over there.
Yeah, somebody revive this lady.
Alright.
It sounds like he's like... Yeah, Emil, watch his dead body for me. I gotta go clean up the mess so the police don't find it.
Oh, that hurts. What are you doing?
What? Why is this villager kid getting attacked by his mom? I guess she's turning into a shade? What?
Get them.
Why are you standing around like an asshole? Okay, let's go fight the boss.
What could those black swirls be?
Oh, Jesus. Ow, you shit.
Why did you even come here?
That's a good question. Oh, ouch. Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to kill your little minions. There we go, right in the shin.
I can't take this anymore.
Ouch. Wait, how are you still alive?
Go away. I can't deal with this. Just leave me alone.
Huh, is she the one in the armor? Oh, that was cool.
He's ashamed. My husband's ashamed.
Boom, bitch. God, this sword is so fucking cool.
By my pages, is this beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all! We can't let that happen!
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
feel something from within the creature.
Yeah, I need to Change my spell. Oh, Jesus.
Is this the combined power of all those shades? It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us. The first to waver is the first to die. I sense magic coming from the center of that eye.
Wait! I think those are actual people!
Hold nothing back. Those are shades. Now, focus your magic on the beast's center.
Okay, Screwbun says he loves the story of the cult that infected every salad bar in the city with salmonella. Wow, that is really horrible. Why would they do that? Like, how would they feel if I made them shit themselves to death? Oh, wow. Chat, did you see how NieR just destroyed that Shade's hymen like that? Like, Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
Look out! Something's coming!
Oh, Jesus. It's got a height beam. Oh god, look.
Its weak point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
Let's go around.
I'll try to pin it down!
Emil!
Yeah, you get him, Emil. Oh god.
Emil!
I'll keep it busy!
God, that is fucking sick.
You should be able to attack!
Oh, I wish I could fire beams like that.
Go around and get it! Please, hurry!
Chat, should we trust this little gay boy who's trying to... He's trying to tell us to attack from behind? Like, nah, I know you're up to something, Emil. You're just trying to... I wish you would just get up. Quick while it's still warm, chat. Oh, okay, up the ladder. I wish there were a more elegant way to climb these ladders, but there aren't. Screwbun says they didn't eat, just infected the salads. No, I know. They did it several times. Once to fraud a local election to take control of the county. They even bust in several bums from the state to vote for them. They did that for votes? God. So, you know how I run meetings at work sometimes? And like I like to do icebreaker activities I like to call dilemma. And I had a dilemma where I had someone say, like, yeah, you're going for the gold medal. Like, you're going for the gold medal at the Olympics. Like, and you know the other team is going to just stomp you into the ground. So the dilemma is, like, I tell my work team, like, do you suffer an embarrassing loss on international television? Or do you give both teams food poisoning for a chance to win the gold? And that's the dilemma, so it's kind of like a moral problem. And personally, I would pick the food poisoning just because it'd be hilarious. Like imagine a football or soccer game where like all the players are just like shitting themselves in the field or something on international TV at the Olympics. Like, wouldn't that be at least a little bit funny? Yeah, that's just me. Actually, let's make that a poll. Okay, would you food poison yourself and the opposing team for a chance to win gold? If not, you suffer and okay. Alright, there's the poll. Hey, Mr. Weasel says, but what if you lost to the players that shit themselves to win? But at least it would still be close. Scarman says 0. Hey guys, food poison is great. Also, Scarman, do not make a trebuchet. That is wrong. Scarman, haven't you gone to know me well enough where almost everything I say is a joke?
You must strike it.
Are you there yet?
Oh god, little boy, don't say it like that. Oh. Oh shit.
It is escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
This dialogue is ruining me.
Won't help anyone if we lose you here.
Annie, wake up. Oh shit, I actually just made that with one hop. Oh, that looks cool. What's going on there?
God damn it! We beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Okay, Satanta says he likes winning too much to cheat. A win like that is worthless. No, Satanta, you're misunderstanding my my scenario. It's more like, imagine a David and Goliath situation where, you know, instead of a slingshot, you had food poisoning, except you had to food poison yourself plus the giant. Like, would you food poison both of you to have like a winning shot at beating the giant? I'm saying that other team is that much better than you. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, are you dead yet? Why, you little shit? Definitely blocked that one.
Come on! Help me take it out!
I'm on it.
Alright, see ya, Raga. You have a good night. Okay, let me end this poll here. I like how we're making a lance using a sword. You. Yeah, that's a really interesting way to juice an orange. The Wall of Jericho? I wonder what that is. Oh, Scoobron's gotta go. Yeah, we're basically done here, guys, so... Yeah, have a good night, Scoobron.
He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Ah, fuck. This ain't good, sunshine.
How did she get all that string to stay in place? I'm not really sure how this magic works, because it shatters everything and then sucks it in. Yeah, also NieR is like right in the middle of that. Holy shit, she is so fucking pretty. Jesus. By the way, guys, in case you can't tell, I'm actually mispronouncing Scuberon's name. It's actually TK Zuberon. Like, I've just been mispronouncing it for years because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm too stuck in my ways, so I'm just gonna keep saying it that way. And there's nothing he can do to stop me. It is a dream of a beast, a record of tragedy, an indelible sin. Enter Emil's memory. Okay, Satanta says, good job design and animator team. Yes, I agree. Okay, so on the poll, we basically almost had a 50-50 split, but we have one vote more going towards yes. So yeah, I would vote yes for the humor, but yeah, I'm not really sure how everyone is voting, like for their reasoning. Satanta says, yeah, still a no for him. If it was life or death, then yeah, he'd give both parties food poisoning, but if it's just a game, no. Yeah, I guess when it comes to winning, like Satan's he's very competitive, so yeah, he wants an actual win. Okay, hold on, I gotta check my text messages. Oh, okay, they're already bird watching. Okay, they just saw a red-crested cardinal. Wow, I've never seen one of those before. That's interesting. Yeah, so the bird is gray, like a mockingbird, but the head is red, and it is a cardinal, so it's got the same shape. Yeah, so that's neat. Okay. God, I wish I were in Hawaii. Okay, chat. Man, I'm kind of tired. Like I wanted to stop the stream, but yeah, you guys voted yes. We wanted to read the story, so I guess we'll read this, and as soon as I can save, I guess we'll end the stream after that. Okay. Uncontrollable magic. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought as I unleashed a magic powerful enough to destroy not only the Shade, but everyone else as well. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy, eviscerate, crush, kill. These are the dark impulses that overwrite all other thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. Or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. Emil's dream, rampage. A klaxon sounds from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. Thick metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment. Number 6 is out of control. Everyone get out of here now. Get out of here. The researcher's words are abruptly cut off as a massive hand materializes out of the gloom and lifts him high into the air. Satanta says, Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil op music starts. Yeah. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sound echoing off the walls of the laboratory, until the hand squeezes down, coating the room in a deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they have just seen. Then a female scientist takes a step back and lets fly a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of its terrible glory. Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull, and it is massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it tromps about the room on all fours, bringing to mind the wild maneuverings of some wretched, starving beast. This creature, this thing, is experimental weapon number 6, also known as Halua. No, oh no, please stop. Oh God, save me, save me. I don't want to die. One by one, the maddened cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed, instead continuing its rampage and destruction and slaughter, with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops. The alarms fall silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable, that is really hard to say, unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. God, the new vocals for this song are fucking awesome. It's a sound that curses those who had dared bring such evil into the world, and yet one that also seems to be pleading for help. Two sets of footsteps echo in an otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One set belongs to a young boy, his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained. The other belongs to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrists. That is also a very hard word for me to say. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for a boy who cannot see. Excuse me? Could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded, and... Rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. I pressed X, but nothing happened. Okay, here we go. This last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. Without the ability to brace himself, he topples to the floor, smashing his head on a pile of debris, and causing a trickle of blood to worm its way down his pale, frightened face. Agonized by the pain, the boy inadvertently opens his eyes, causing the falling drops of blood to emit a strange crackling sound, before transforming into tiny white rocks. "Close your damned eyes," roared the man. "Yes, sir," stammers the boy as he slams his lids shut. He hadn't realized the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appear against the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, also known as Number 7. He has a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls under their gaze. "Don't look at me," barks the man. "Never look at me." "I'm sorry, sir. I'm looking at the ground now, so if you just hand me the blind..." Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extends one foot and presses Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. "Sir, stop. You're hurting me." "I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, so do it." The man knows this boy, this weapon, could wipe him out with a single glance, and yet subduing him in this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed, the man leans down, retrieves the blindfold, and knots it tightly around the boy's quivering head. "Right then, on your feet. Let's move." Emil staggers to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter. The pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they had set out for him to do. The second level of the laboratory is even worse shaped than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of a decent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes linger on a section of the rubble stained a deep red, he has a sudden image of warm, gooey brownies slathered in a strawberry sauce. Okay. His stomach lurches at the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remains of a human being, rendered into what could only be described as paste. The man blinks. His mind goes strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly how many humans had to be sacrificed to create the scattered piles of flesh around him. After a moment, his thoughts simply cease altogether, as if his mind realizes that trying to put such a thing into form is folly. Satanta comments, "Small dick energy." Yeah, I really don't like this scientist guy. He's kind of a little prick. "You can go the rest of the way on your own," says the man in a voice much weaker than he wishes it to be. There you go. Small dick energy. "I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human. You're a monster." With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the hall. A helpless Emil simply listens as the footsteps of his erstwhile captor fade into the distance. Emil finds himself alone in a room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment, he considers opening his eyes, but the thought of the horrors that await him quickly squashed this plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intently. Eventually, a far-off sound reaches his ears. That's the howl I heard before. Emil resumes walking, using the sound of the distant voice to guide him, almost as if it was calling him home. By the time Emil reaches the 3rd level, he is moving on memory as much as sound. His hands and face are covered in fresh wounds from numerous falls, but every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. We studied together. We ate cookies together. We cried together. We laughed together. And sometimes I was the only one who got yelled at. That's why I was never lonely. Our being together allowed me to stay strong. For Emil, his sister was all he had to live for. That's called codependence, by the way, chat. So, holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on, one slow step after the other. Finally, Emil finds himself drawing close to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now, and as he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about his mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of the experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of researchers. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts its head in Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the fingers, then the hands, arms, legs, head. What little color the beast once possessed fades to a dull ashen gray. And yet, somehow, it summons what strength remains and pulls itself toward Emil, one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in the world. Halua, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Halua, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The moment number 6's petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind. This white screen is blinding the shit out of me, by the way, chat. Jesus. The two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world, with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet, it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. A frozen sister and a little brother racked with sin. Alone in this cold cage, the two of them weep in a single silent voice. Satanta screams, "My eyes." My eyes too. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Yoko Taro, for only blinding us momentarily. It was our combined power that destroyed the Aerie. Whole existences, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet, gentle sister turned into a monster. And the same thing will happen to me, now that I have her power. If my instincts as a weapon win out and destroy me in the process, if that power ends up hurting someone I love, Okay, back to the cutscene.
What have I done? I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you.
But
It's all right. Really? Don't look back.
Oh, goddamn, he cratered the whole damn place. Okay, forgot the sacrifice key.
We had best be off.
Oh, this mix of Emil's theme is really nice.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, my eagle eggs. Oh, that's all dead. Okay. Wait, Kaine, when... How did... She just sort of woke up. You remember the last time she got, you know, she got killed? Like, she, like, turned into a shade first. But I guess that didn't happen this time. She just got up. Alright. Oh, what next? Actually, how many key fragments do I have? Okay, so... we need Cerberus. And we need Law of Robotics. I guess we just need 2 more? Yeah. Oh, I've never heard this portion before. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to look at Kaine's drawing of her grandmother. Oh man, I forgot what her grandmother's name was, but what I'm trying to figure out is, like, is Kaine's grandmother actually black, or is it just because, and this is a story point, like, was Kaine so bad at drawing that she just gave her grandmother, like, the wrong skin color or something? But yeah, this music is fucking excellent, chat. Yeah, I guess I really haven't seen, like, really any dark-skinned characters in this game. I guess it's just not that region of the country. Or the planet. Yeah.
Popola said we might be able to find a key fragment in the junk heap.
Rex says, wasn't there a fire? Yeah, I guess there was a fire, but I don't know if it, like, burned out the middle of the picture or something. It's hard to see it up close. I think, actually, in NieR Automata, you actually get a chance to see that picture up close. If you control your camera in that game.
Perhaps we can find a clue at Two Brothers' weaponry.
Rex says the drawing could be sharded in some way. Yeah, maybe. Hawk says, didn't the king and his wife have dark skin? Like, I'd say, like, they're pretty bronzed, but they're, like, I wouldn't say, like, they're black. Like, but bronze, definitely. I wouldn't describe them as dark, though. Yeah, but I guess, like, if, like, they live out in the desert, that makes sense, like, for them. Like, everyone else seems to be, like, forest people. Yeah, the climate here, it looks like northern, like, Europe to me or something. That's why everyone's, like, super pale. I had a really weird dream yesterday where me and NieR were holding hands and dancing around in circles together. Yeah, here are those pigs in the pig farmer I was like talking about earlier. I guess they really are pigs. What the hell? Are they following me? Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna turn you into bacon later. Alright, just let me go save here, and I think, yeah, we might be done for today, chat. Yeah, we definitely stayed on a lot longer than I intended. Oops. Okay, so, I think right now, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, and I'm gonna go take my medicine, and then go on a walk. Yeah, I recommend, yeah, the chat also stay very well hydrated, and also get exercise, if you're able to. I guess tomorrow I gotta get ready for my flight to Hawaii. Like, hopefully my test results come in on time. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, it's been fun, guys. It's always really like I honestly I have so much more fun on like the NieR Replicant streams than everything else I do. Like it's just really fun. Like just, you know, playing a really interesting game and like just shooting the shit with you guys and just talking about weird things, because you know how weird I get. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, obviously I won't be able to do channel content while I'm in Hawaii. I will have my laptop with me, but like I guess I may not be home like most of the day. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm back in town. So what's the usual spiel? Well, today's Wednesday, so I guess we'll have a GBO2 banner tonight. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the live stream, just leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that. If you want to see future content, you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure you use the subscriptions tab on your YouTube apps to, you know, see new content. We cover Gundam Battle Operation 2, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, and also NieR Replicant. Hopefully we can finish this game soon. Yeah, and then when I guess when I get back to Hawaii, I need to, yeah, finish moving into my house. Well, that's gonna be complicated. Okay, what else is going on? Yeah, otherwise, yeah, you guys have a really good night. If I die in Hawaii for some reason or come down with the coof, I guess, yeah, just don't miss me too much. It's been a good run. You know, like, the channel will stay here until Susan decides to delete it. And, yeah, I didn't really leave you guys anything in my will. Not that I've written anything, but yeah, yeah, I'll always be rooting for you guys. I always wish you the best. You know, just stay on top of your shit, like defend yourselves and your values, and you know, just go out and do good works, that type of shit. Okay, guys. Yeah, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next time. See ya.